So this morning I planted my long beans, which are Chinese red noodle beans, and over here I have my Thai soldier beans. And then I have Christmas lima beans that I planted here. And a little bit more of the red long beans, or the Thai gosh, my brain is fried. The Thai long beans. And then I have 2 winged Japanese beans. Out of 8 seeds, only 2 germinated. So I planted those. This is the start of the revamping of my garden that I lost everything to from the drought and from the heat. I was really happy to see that, along with the weeds, which I was working on pulling, that my Egyptian walking onions are still alive. Oh, they're pulling out. So I need to replant those. And I have been planting flats this afternoon. Trying to... Hi, Bean Bean. Hi, Lady. Saint. So today I replanted my sweet peppers. I didn't plant all of the pepper varieties I had, but I did plant just sweet. I didn't do any hot. My hot peppers are doing okay. They're not a priority. They're more for Jeremy because he likes to cut them up for breakfast. So, but the sweet peppers I'll do a lot more cooking with. And then I did plant 2 mild heated peppers that have mild heat. I'm not real big on super spicy, so these will work for any cooking that I'm doing that I want to add a little heat, but not too much. And then I did, this flat is all herbs. Since I lost all of my herbs. Feverfew, chamomile, thyme, Mexican mint, marigold, mountain mint, stevia, parsley, sage, more chamomile, bronze fennel, spearmint, cilantro, lemon balm. I planted some dill, more cilantro, onion and garlic chives, and some borage. The flat behind it is my eggplants, and they're doing really well. I want them to get a little bit bigger before I put them in the garden, just because I don't want them to suffer from the heat. And then I did a 12-pack of just basils, and each one's a different basil. And then behind that is my okra, which I want it to get just a little bit bigger also. It's just starting to get its first true leaves. So I wanted to get a little bit bigger, and then that will go out in the garden. And then what else did I do over here? I did a whole entire flat of jade bush beans. They're my favorite bush beans. Normally I plant multiple varieties of bush bean, but because of the fact that this is a replant, I decided just to stick with one variety. Each one of the containers has 2 seeds, 1 in each corner, so that when I plant them, if one seed doesn't come up, then I didn't lose, my opportunity from the flat, since I'm using bigger pots too. Of course, all of my stuff is recycled. And then I did a flat of short day squashes, some summer squash. I did some winter squash too, but it was like short day. I have approximately 120 days maybe about 130 days of growing season before our threat of first frost. So I have more than enough time to grow another summer garden. And since this is the beginning of August, I should have these in the ground and should be harvesting the stuff that has the later day. Like, nothing I planted was over 100 days. Most of my stuff was 50 days. So once I plant, which I'll plant everything in a month, by September, all of the new seeded stuff should be out in the garden, unless it's something that grows super fast. And if it's something that has grown super fast, then it'll go out in the garden, kind of like my beans. I planted those, probably 2 weeks ago, and they're already a foot tall. So those had to go in the garden. The eggplant is growing a little bit slower. But I should at least get a harvest from everything that I have here, if not multiple harvests. The green beans will be good up till the first frost. Same with squashes. Most of the herbs I planted, other than the basil, most of them are frost tolerant. And anything that's not, I can cover with a bucket or with sheets if we get a light freeze. With how hot it is this summer, it's hard telling what is going to happen with our winter. So I wasn't going to lose the opportunity of at least trying to get something out of the garden this summer. So yeah, that was today's project. I'm about to go inside. I want to plant a couple of flats of some heat tolerant flowers, some zinnias and some marigolds. This is what I had planted. It's gotten so leggy, but this is all going to go out in the garden. This is what was left that hasn't been planted. What is this? This is coreopsis. Got some stasis, zinnias, which I've pinched back, celosia. I have one aster. So these are all going to go out in the garden. I need to weed that center section and clean it out. And all of these guys are just going in there just to add something in there. My sweet peppers are pretty much fried in this front bed. So once these guys are ready to plant, I'll go in and pull these. Because I don't think these guys are going to revive at all. And then I'm watching the hot peppers. If it looks like I'm going to lose them, then I'll plant some hot peppers too. Push comes to shove, I can always pull them in the house and keep them pruned back where I get some veggies in the house. I've got a heat lamp in my bedroom window. I can adjust my shelves and put a couple of small pepper plants. But yeah, other than that, that's what today's project's been. I have a few other things on here that need to be planted. It's just with this heat, I've been afraid to do it. Got some lemongrass that I need to get in that center section. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. Have a great day.